If you have high or very high intelligence, then it's likely you'll need to get over this thing to be able to unlock the next stage of your life. And it comes down to what Ernest Hemingway once wrote, which was, happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. So the experience of the high intelligence person is something like when they have a conversation with someone else, most people are operating somewhere around here. And the person themselves is operating somewhere around here. So they can find themselves easily being bored by the conversation and sometimes even being able to predict what the other person is going to say that sentence, even when they haven't gotten halfway through. Now, over time, adding through multiple layers of social interactions and many other experiences of a high intelligence person, what you get is the person begins to understand and see that they are different, but they may not know why they are different. They know that people generally are operating at this wavelength and they somehow are operating at a wavelength that looks more like that. And this causes a feeling of asynchronicity with your surroundings. And that can, if you let it, allow you to become isolated and sometimes even nihilistic. Now, you can complicate this by adding in that because somebody who is smart tends to have the people around them recognizing their potential, that can lead to an enormous amount of pressure. So smart people feel as though they need to live up to all the expectations that other people have of them. And so it's quite easy for them to think that they haven't done well enough with the cards that they were given, even though they also, at the same time, are feeling isolated from their surroundings. And that's a difficult place to be in. Now, what we also need to realize, though, is that smart people are prone to the same cognitive biases and the same limitations of being human as the general society is. The researchers showed that they're no better at identifying their blind spots, and in some cases might even be worse at it. There are lots of different ways to deal with this, but one of the things that I look at is that if somebody's trying to get into content creation, then we help to provide a more rounded viewpoint of that person's ability, their blind spots, and help to plug them into a community of other people who can then support them through that process so that they can start to feel synchronized to their surroundings again. And this is part of the reason why I set up a course called the 3 Secrets webinar. It's running every 3 to 4 weeks. It's a session. It's going to be free. It's going to be live. So check in the pinned comment below to see when the next one is. And hopefully I'll see you there and we can get out of this.